Hello everyone and welcome to Let's Play Reus, which is kind of a god game. You play the planet and you have control of these giants and they can do stuff, which we'll talk about in game. I'm not going to go through the tutorial. I've already done the tutorial many times, but I did reset my career so I could start off kind of at the beginning of the career, and we'll play through some. I'll probably do some live streams here and there with this game. But let's get a new game started. So all I have available now, you have the beginning, which is basically the first 3 tutorials, which I'm not going to do now. And then we have this era available, which is basically a timed game. It's kind of a single session, I guess you could say. But we unlock stuff in this game as you play each session. You unlock stuff in the session or in the game, which becomes available to you next session. So that's pretty cool. I'm just going to start off with standard game here. New game, 30 minutes. It is possible to pause the game while you're playing, but that would make for a really long recording, so we're just going to do this everything in real time. Tip: villagers like to start a war with their most accessible and weakest neighbors. That only comes about if they really start getting greedy. But, kicking off new here in Reus, we'll go over what all this means in a bit. But we're starting off a new era. Developments achieved 3 of 69, which basically means we've completed the tutorial. Try to achieve different developments so we may grow in power. Achieve 9 more developments. To advance to the next level, developments not yet achieved. A forest tribe. Finish an era with a forest village, which has 100 village prosperity. Desert tribe, the same thing for the desert village. And swamp tribe is the same thing for a swamp village. So we're going to want to get those sort of things going. Start off this game. Okay, so here we are, started off a brand new world, and I want to say hello to everyone who's tuning in live. Starting off a brand new world, we have these 4 giants. We have the ocean giant, we have the forest giant, we have the rock giant, and the swamp giant. Dance for me. Dance. Do a little shuffle. And each of these guys is able to do some stuff. So the ocean giant, he's able to create oceans here. These lands right here are nice and fertile, so we can do some cool stuff with that area. Let's go over here. His main power is create ocean. It's his signature power. Oh, my headphones are all tied up. The ocean giant creates a mighty ocean, which will provide rain for the surrounding area. Creating an ocean on a village will destroy it. If used on a mountain, it will level the mountain. You can only create 1 ocean per 20 seconds. Let's go ahead and throw that down right there, I guess. Should be good. And he's going to pound on the ground. Pound, 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 pound. To make this ocean available. So now we have, here's regular old wasteland, which is dry, and wasteland, which is wet. We can do stuff to wet wasteland, such as creating a forest. Now this guy's Q ability is to raise a forest. The forest giant raises trees to turn wet wastelands and swamps into a forest. So the forest giant and the swamp, they can swap stuff back and forth, but, generally you don't need to. There we go. We've created our very first forest. Congratulations. And now, oops, forest giant, go over there. Rock guy, you can head that way. Okay. So the forest giant, I'm using the number pad keys on my thing, by the way, 1 through 4 to select whatever giant I want. Now, in order for civilizations to grow, they need resources. I don't actually have direct control over the people. I only have control over these giants, and they can place resources for the people to utilize. So if I place a fruit plant, boop, right here. Fruit plant, W. The forest giant makes a plant rise from the ground. Fruit plants give food. And in so doing, we can see a little guy here, zoom right in. A forest village has settled. Forest villages often start projects that require food. Try using fruit plants and domestic animals within village borders. So here's our village. This purple highlight is the extent that the village covers, really. Here's this, sort of the area this plant extends to. And as these guys grow, they're going to want to do some sort of project or other. There it is. They want a granary. So their project that they're starting up, like I said, we don't have direct control over what they're doing. Wrecking J has joined the channel. Hello, Wrecking J. Wrecking J Hawk 16. A nomad is roaming the planet. Thank you. I'll take care of that in a bit. A granary is being built for peaceful farmers and gatherers. The objective is to get 30 food in use, and specialization gatherers. They get plus 15 food for each plant within the borders, and that will stack up to 3 times. So, 30 food. All we need to do really is put 1 more plant down, and this goal is going to be easily met. So we're playing some Reus tonight on my live stream. I want to do some different stuff in my live stream. There we go. I got to watch out about how quickly this is growing, but we'll worry about greed later. Oh, my nose is itching. Okay. So that's plenty of food for these guys to complete their project. Let's go ahead and create a new biome. We're going to raise a mountain biome right here. And in so doing, not only have we created a mountainous area that we can do special stuff to, but we created this desert back here. Where people can settle and do deserty stuff. I'm going to use this W ability, Precious Materials. The rock giant makes a mineral rise from the ground. Precious minerals provide wealth. So we'll go ahead and smack that button. So I got to give a shout out to Wrecking J for joining my channel. And here's another nomad moving in. Bingo! A desert village has settled. Yay, me! Desert villages often start projects that require wealth. Try using precious minerals and exotic animals within village borders. Pardon me. Didn't want to cough in your guys' ear, so I'm muted. So these guys are going to mine up some quartz here. That's what this is. This is a little quartz mine. Little desert village. Our forest village is probably doing okay. While that's going on, there's a tool shop challenge that they've just started. So, well, let's go ahead and take care of that first. Tool shop challenge. So these guys have started a tool shop project. This village wants to work on a tool shop. Objectives: 15 wealth in use and 15 technology in use. Hooray! We completed the other project. So we got a lot of stuff going on all at once. The forest ambassador has appeared. He can upgrade the following abilities. So basically we'll take a look by hovering over him. So if I use my forest ambassador on the ocean giant, I can upgrade this ability, which is the crystal aspect. Upgrades a mineral with the crystal aspect, adding wealth and awe. The forest giant can pick this guy up and add the fruit aspect to his abilities, which upgrades a plant with the fruit aspect, adding food. Okay. The rock giant can gain the exotic aspect. Upgrades an animal with the exotic aspect, adding wealth. And lastly, the swamp guy can pick up the forest giant or forest ambassador to grab the reaction aspect. The swamp giant unleashes a reaction aspect which upgrades minerals, adding tech. I think I want the crystal aspect for my ocean giant. Had to be a little bit careful about what I choose, because once I do this, like, he can't pick up another ambassador until everyone else has an ambassador of some kind. Okay, so well, we're not going to have any problem with the wealth in use. I just need to get more technology in use. But so this project has this specialization here, which gives me a really handy bonus. Industrious Smith. Plus 10 wealth and plus 5 tech for each mineral within the borders, stacking up to 3 times. So actually, if I take this here quartz, which is a precious mineral, and change it out for advanced minerals, the advanced minerals will actually give tech instead of wealth. Now that does decrease the amount of wealth in use, but that's okay. We're going to deal with that. So we can get plus 10 tech if this is next to a plant. And I know for a fact that next to a plant? Oh, really? Sure, why not? We'll put a tech plant right here. So the swamp guy can place herbs. Herbs are a plant that give tech. Come on, swamp guy, you're being slow. Now all I need is another mineral within the border, so I can do that over here. And whoop-hat. A leaf aspect or a growth aspect. Do we have the leaf aspect? We do. So we can upgrade this. I don't know if it's going to do us any good to. This is giving plus 5 Natura for being next to a mineral. Natura doesn't get us any good right now, so it's not a big deal. I guess it doesn't really matter. I mean, we have all the tech that we need. Now all we need is more wealth. So we're going to go over here and create a precious mineral right here. Boop. So we have the symbiosis available. All I need to do is get a couple more wealth in use, and that project is good to go. Let's send the swamp guy over here. A desert ambassador has been created. And we're going to have the swamp guy create this swamp on this side of the ocean. Okay, now, oops. We can't upgrade the ocean giant because it's already been upgraded once. We have to wait until everyone else has at least one upgrade. We can upgrade the forest giant with the hunt aspect. Upgrades the animal with the hunt aspect, adding food and danger. We can upgrade the stone giant with the noble aspect, which would upgrade a mineral with a noble aspect, adding wealth. You know what? I think that's going to be useful. I'm going to go ahead and do that. Or we could have upgraded the swamp giant with the predator aspect, which is useful for animals. Well, things are looking pretty good. We got 2 villages growing up here. And our swamp guy has successfully made a swamp. Now all we need to do is give the people that live in the swamp something to work with. Swamp villages like technology. So if we put down an exotic animal, well, that's going to give us wealth. The poison dart frog. Its symbiosis is antitoxin. It gains plus 2 wealth. So a swamp village is settled. Swamp villages often start projects that require technology. Try using advanced minerals and herb plants within the village borders. Okay, so anyway, the antitoxin. This symbiosis works with any tiles that I put down next to it. Gains +2 health and +1 animal range if next to an elderberry. I'm going to move this. Probably sort of move it. Well. Okay, so they want to build a school. This village wants to build a school for their children. Objectives: 15 technology in use and 15 food in use. Specialization: you get cooking class, which is +10 food and +5 tech for each plant in the borders. So if I just place a plant that has tech, like right there, or heck, even right here, and let's do right here. Wipe out those frogs. Don't eat them. So this plant gives us 7 tech. Because there's a plant in the borders, they get +10 food and +5 tech, so there's a total of 12 there. All I really need to do... what do they want? Food and tech. All I really need to do is place another plant. This has more tech if it's next to a mineral. Sure. You know what? Let's go ahead and get that symbiosis going. No, we don't need it. We don't need it. Let's plant another plant. This thing's specialization is going to take care of the rest for us. Bingo. 20 food available, 24 tech available, and we're all set. So, what about this new challenge that we got going? So that's the school. That's going to be done. No problem. The Greenshire clan, this forest guys, they want... Are you guys getting greedy? Oh, they are. That's a problem. They want to expand their economy by building a plantation. Food in use 125 and at least 4 plants. Yeah, they are getting quite greedy. So one of the things we've got to worry about when we're expanding these villages is if they get greedy. Basically, if they're growing too... Why do you have minus 15 awe? That's awful. God, that's going to be so cumbersome. These guys are going to war. They're going to kill people. It's going to be ugly. Well. Anyway. Basically, by default, if the amount of an individual resource in use... Here, I'll read it from here. Well, if any resource in use, if the difference between the amount that's in use and the amount that they're currently using is 20 or less, then the village does not get greedy. Awe is a stat that changes that. The higher the awe, basically, for every awe you have, the you know, there's a 1-to-1 ratio that allows that thing to go up. So if I have 5 awe, for example, then I can have 25 additional resources available above and beyond whatever resources are in use. Unfortunately, this current project is giving this town a penalty of 15 awe. Slavery, that's why. Yeah, it's an awful thing. That's terrible. So, in order for this town to not get greedy, it needs to have these resources be a difference of 5 or less. Anyway, we got ourselves a swamp ambassador. Yeah, they're attacking someone. Who are they attacking? They're attacking one of their neighbors. Probably going to destroy them. Stupid town. So, I can upgrade the forest giant with his migrate ability, and that's not terribly useful. Or I can upgrade the swamp guy with the toxic aspect. I think I'll go ahead and do that. Let's take a peek in on this war. They're sending their guys over the mountain over here. Yeah, they're probably going to get wiped out. That completely blows. These guys want a plantation, huh? Yeah, these guys are going really greedy. In fact, they're going to start attacking my giants soon. Well, there's one thing we can do about that. Crush the town. Crush, 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 crush. Boom. I didn't mean for that to happen, though. I want to unmake that as an ocean. I want it to be land again. So, Earthmouth can continue on to survival. This town continues on its survival. Neither of them are greedy. A geologist challenge has started. Okay, here we go. A new challenge. Geologists are coming to this village to research its soil. They want 65 wealth in use and 75 technology in use. They want 3 mountain patches and at least 3 minerals. So in order to get 3 mountain patches, we need to shift this mountain over. Or go over here. Well, first things first. Do we fix that mountain? Cool. That ocean. Or at least fix it enough. Forest giant, come back over here and plant something. Plant a little something right here to get people started. Mountain giant. I think if you make a mountain right here. Nope, they've just expanded. Make a mountain right there. One, two, three. Yeah, that gets them 3 mountain tiles within the village borders. So we'll go ahead and do that. And then we can start working on meeting this goal. So this is, in essence, what Reus is all about. Using your giants to set up the land sufficiently so that they can fulfill the town's desires. So we have mountain in range. Let's go ahead and see about putting down some wealth in this mountain here. Each different biome. So this is the desert biome. It has different things that are going to happen. This is agate. Wealth, 65. So I want some exotic animals over here. We see that there's this symbiosis. Basically, it's a bonus for having a tile next to it that meets the condition. And the condition is plus 10 wealth if next to an animal nest. So we'll go ahead and put a nest over here. Oops. This guy can go there. That guy can go there. And I want this animal nest to be here, yes. Animal nests have a range of a total area of 5 tiles. So they'll contribute, this will contribute wealth across 5 tiles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those 5 right there. And then if I can get its symbiosis, so here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's got adding all that wealth across the board. And rare feathers gives plus 2 wealth and plus 1 awe if next to a plant. So we need a plant there for that to work. What are we looking for? Tech. So we might as well put a technology plant down. This is the herb. A swamp giant makes a plant, rise from the ground. You can give tech. So, Zukori, or Zuokari, I'm not sure how that's pronounced, gives plus 10 tech and plus 5 natura if next to an animal nest. So this plant is next to this animal nest, which means it has 15 tech instead of its normal 5. And this monal animal now gives 3 wealth per square. And this particular mine is giving 11 wealth because it's next to an animal nest. Oh, yeah, it's got plenty of wealth in use. So we're getting 21 wealth out of that. We're well on our way here. 65 wealth, so we need a little bit more wealth. How's the tech going? We need 75 tech. Okay, our growth rates are fine. I'm not worried about that. We'll put down, I guess, a precious mineral. Or, see, I don't have any animals that give tech. Plus 35 wealth for each onyx or topaz source within its borders. Oh. Oh. I can upgrade this to a topaz with my lesser noble aspect. That's really handsome. David Ferreira is in the channel. Welcome. Shout out to David for joining. He says, "What's up?" I say, "How you doing, bro?" There we go. 20 wealth. Entangled Mine gives plus 12 wealth and plus 5 awe if next to a plant. So instead of the animal there, I'm going to change this to... No, actually. Yeah, I'm going to change this to a plant. And then, boop, move the animal here. See? Symbiosis. That's what it's all about. Bingo. Now we got all this wealth going on. 10 food in use. What? That's a pain in the ass. How do I get 10 food in the desert? Ugh. Here, let's put some domestic animals down. So, the ocean giant can place domestic animals. Ocean giant creates animals. Domestic animals provide food. Well, we have enough wealth to meet the challenge. By a lot, actually. So that's not an issue anymore. Now I just need to get the tech requirements met. We got 1 mineral, 2 mineral, another mineral over here would be great. Have some food. Okay, so that'll get that symbiosis. They're going to use 10 food. That'll get the symbiosis going, giving us 12 more wealth. And awe. And I'd really like an animal that gives me research, but I don't think that's possible. Next to an animal nest. Alright, what's over here? What can I do with these things? A leaf aspect. Do I have one of those? I do have a leaf aspect. So the forest giant can put down a leaf aspect. Allowing me to upgrade this to barrel cactus. Leaf aspect. Barrel cactus. Giving some tech, it would be plus 8 tech if there was at least that much wealth on this patch. Although I'm not overly worried about it. If next to a plant. It's only a requirement. Alright, let's go over here. Put down another advanced minerals for more tech. Boop. Stone garden, more tech if next to a plant. Alright, let's do it. This plant there. We do have this lesser crystal aspect. And that's it. That's all we need. Our growth rates are great because we have 8 awe available, which means I can have a difference of 28. A desert village has settled. Really? Where? Oh, over there. That's kind of cool. I'm going to run into those borders. I'm surprised that no forest village has settled over here. It's kind of interesting. But it is what it is. The trade post challenge has started. Okay. So this desert village wants to build and maintain a trade post to gain greater wealth. They need to have 30 wealth in use as their goal. Their specialization is they're a trinket merchant. Plus 15 wealth for each mineral within their borders, stacking up to 3 times. Well, this will be easy. We'll put down a wealth-inducing mineral right here. And between the mineral and the specialization, we're going to be pretty close, if not there. Boom. Symbiosis, 5 wealth in use. Resonator. Quartz upgrades if it's next to stone. But I don't need to touch it. I don't need to touch it at all. These guys are going to complete this objective with 1 item placed. That one's almost done. Oh, these guys started a university challenge and I missed it? Oh, brother. So they want a university and we've got 9 minutes to complete it. 60 food in use. 20 wealth in use, 30 technology in use. That means I need to use a lot of the symbiosis that's available to me to make that happen. We got some extra wetlands over here. Let's go ahead and get ourselves some additional swamp action. Right? Yeah, like this. Okay, technology in use. You guys just need to get there. It's up to you now. Shining Rock's not going to have any issue at all. Right? Nope. Okay. Fire Dam. Alright. Let's see if we can complete this one. It might be kind of difficult with the time we have. Oh, crap. We only have 22 seconds left in the game. Well, looks like this is as far as we're going to get. Prosperity 51. Prosperity 188. 51. The giants are starting to lose their energy and will start to sleep between now and 1 minute. If you're lucky, you might be able to improve nature just a bit more. And then not the trade post, but this town's prosperity is only 24. So I was able to only complete 1 of these challenges, really. This desert tribe. Finish an era with a desert village which has 100 prosperity. And in so doing, get a little bit of an unlock, but we also get some other things, I think, for total prosperity around the globe. Just gotta wait for this world to end. Our ocean giant, he's still awake. He can move around. Our forest giant, he's sleeping. He's done. Stone giant, he's asleep. Swamp giant can still shimmy. Shimmy, 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 shimmy. But not for long. There he goes. He's fallen asleep. Along with our ocean giant. It's time for the planet to sleep again. Good night, planet. Total prosperity 231 with 3 cities. Developments unlocked 5 of 69. Developments to next level 7. So we got the desert tribe achievement. finish an era with the desert village, which has 100 village prosperity. And that allows us to unlock a new tile source. Onyx transmutes from topaz and salt. The word onyx comes from Greek meaning fingernail. One of the first JRPGs was called the Black Onyx. And then we have Genesis era. Finish an era with 250 prosperity, which unlocks the dragon fruit tree. The dragon fruit transmutes from kumquat or ginger. Dragon fruit is also known by the names of pitaya and strawberry pear. The big white flowers of the dragon fruit plant usually live for only one night. And we could continue on to free play, but that's not really where the advancement or the fun of the game is, really. The advancement or the fun of this game really is from taking those achievements that you've gotten, the new sources that you've unlocked, and using them in the next game. So we start off a new era, another 30 seconds here, or 30 seconds, another 30 minutes. Minerals might be hard to make use of, but they give bigger rewards once a village mines them. A new era begins, so we start another era, 30-minute game. Try to achieve different developments so we may grow in power. Achieve 7 more developments to advance to the next level. Developments not yet achieved. We still need a forest tribe and a swamp tribe of 100 village prosperity equal. And this one's a new achievement. The chosen people finish an era with only 1 village, which has 175 prosperity. So what we could do this game is make just a forest tribe and get that to 150 prosperity. Got a lot of fertile ground around here. These little arrows going up means that's a bonus. That's fertile ground. It gives you an increased chance of having improved results when you place aspects on them. So we're going to pound down an ocean. And we will make a forest right there. And we're going to keep things nice and tight because this is the only part of the world we're actually going to settle. I'm going to do something a little different though. I'm going to start off our food in the water. And what we get is fish. We get mackerels. And its symbiosis is, there's a forest village settled. Massive school, +1 animal range, which means the actual range it takes up increases by 1, and +1, just +1 animal range for each mackerel within its area. So basically, if I place a mackerel here and a mackerel here, we'll have this gigantic school. What are you guys doing? You guys are doing the granary. You want to have 30 food in use. Gathers, +15 food for each plant within the border, stacks up to 3 times. Well, we'll get there, but I'm going to experiment with some mackerel first. So now, this animal range is increased, this animal range is increased. And if I do it one more time, we'll have a pretty good sized school of fishies swimming about. My roommate flushing the toilet so loud. W. A big old school of mackerel. So now we have, yeah, nomad is roaming. I don't care. I'm gonna let that nomad roam. We're gonna do 1 village. It's gonna be the alpha village. So we have these mackerels spread out really far, granting a lot of food. They want to have 30 food in use, and they get a bonus of +15 for each plant in the borders. Oops. So what I can do is go to my forest giant on this fertile ground and stick down a plant, which will increase the food right here by a lot. Boop. There it is. And its symbiosis is plus 10 food if it's next to an apple tree, dandelion, or strawberry. But that gives us 38 food total. Anyway. We don't have any awe. Nope. Let's have a little bit of natura. As we get higher in the tech tree, that's when natura becomes really useful. There are a lot of things that give you a lot of bonuses if there's a lot of natura on the tile. You can see our town's expanding its borders. As it expands outward, it will pick up more food as well. Our growth rate's good. They only got a little bit greedy. Not that it matters. There's only one village on the town, on the city. So we're going to see what they got going on here as I work on this challenge. I could do, I could do this one, this chosen people, some other time. Well, either way, I'm going to unlock 2 achievements. I'll go ahead and focus in on this. We'll just keep this nice and chosen. These are the chosen people, the only people that live on Earth, or on the planet, as no other part of the planet is even inhabitable. I could have my ocean giant just running around making more oceans. Should we make this planet a water world? That'd be kind of fun. And for the sake of variety, we will stick a mountain right here. A forest ambassador has appeared. We'll put the forest ambassador on the forest giant. And that upgrades the forest giant with the fruit aspect, allowing me to upgrade things like this fruit aspect. I could turn this into an apple tree. Apple trees give lots of food if they're close to animals. So if I stuck an apple tree right here, yeah, let's do that. Watch this. Stick down some blueberries. Put the fruit aspect upgrade on it. Womp. And upgrade it to an apple tree. And watch our food increase by a lot. See, this blueberry is now next to an apple tree, so it gets plus 10 food. This apple tree is getting plus 8 food because of the fact that it's next to an animal nest. So look at all this natura. Not that that matters much right now. However, our food growth is overly high. It means our town's going to get more greedy. That's okay. How's our ocean giant doing making this water world? Keep on making water, dude. Raise a mountain. We're going to have water and mountain. And the only thing else that's settleable is this little patch of green forest right here. Looks like one of your villages is getting greedy. The greedier a village is, the more likely they are to attack other villages. Remember that greed grows if a village grows too fast. You can stop greed from growing by having enough danger within the borders, but too much danger will destroy a village. You can also use awe. which allows a village to grow faster without getting greedy. You can read more detail info in the tooltips of the village panel in the upper right corner when you select the village. So it's telling me that basically like this growth rate, food use and gathered by the amount of food and borders, is growing irresponsibly fast. Which means their greed is increasing over time. Now it's growing safe and fast. I don't have any awe, and I don't have any danger to speak of. Ocean giant. Keep on making oceans. And when we're done with our creation, we will see what the world looks like. Up we go. And that's going to do it. Pound that down into ocean, raise this up in the mountain, and the only place that's actually habitable here, let's do this. Water world, gigantic mountain, small area where people can actually settle. There you have it. That's the world. This is the only part of the world where our villagers can actually settle and be happy. Here's the extent of this village as they extend out into the water. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can't remember how many tiles the town is. Looks like 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I have no idea what the formula is to determine how large a village gets. It's just something I don't know the answer to. Let's put down some more planty plants. Looks like their greed has reduced. It's worn off over time, which is good. A little bit fast on the growth there, but it'll be alright. Plus 10 food if the next one, apple tree, dandelion, or strawberry. We're just going to hang tight here while we grow. The granary project has been completed. Current prosperity in this village is 106. We need to get to what, 175? I wonder if they can make this pretty much an entirely vegetarian, you know, not vegan, but vegetarian, as some people, or vegetarian plus fish, I guess. Some people consider fish to be vegetarian. Okay, so we're not going to get any more food for this specialization if I just place another blueberry here. Adds 5 more food. And as soon as I turn this into an apple tree, I want to wait though before I do that. When I change it into an apple tree, it'll increase things a lot. So we're going to wait for this to grow a little bit before we do that. Yep. 98 prosperity in a single village so far. It's going to be a forest village, so we've got this achievement unlocked. Assuming we can, let the game complete. And we're working on this one. The plantation challenge has started. They want to have 125 food in use with at least 4 plants. Goal already achieved. City is in a forest. Goal already achieved. And fruit farm. They get a plus 20 food and 10 off for each different pair of the following plants on the borders. Interesting. Apple trees, strawberries, and pear trees. Well then, in that case... Boop! So now we're getting 10 awe, which means that we can grow a little faster without being greedy. Strawberries, huh? So we get more food for each animal nest next to it. And Natura. There is some Natura there. I wonder if I throw a lesser leaf aspect on this one, I can convert this to strawberries. That, in fact, failed to help us. So we need to wipe it out, put blueberries back there. Oh, I know what to do. Duh. No, the blueberries are fine. We just need an animal nest. And we can put an animal nest down that provides food. So these guys give 4 food all over the place. And they get plus 3 food if they are within animal range. So, we can now pick up a forest ambassador and get it. Exotic aspect. I'll give it to the ocean giant, so we get the crystal aspect, even though that's not going to be particularly useful in this particular tech tree. Congratulations, ocean giant. We only have 10 awe. What transmutations do we have? Herd aspect, hunt aspect. I don't think I have either of those. Nope. So those animals are what they are. Well, we have both. No, not quite. Almost. Almost got that achievement unlocked. I know what I can do though. So these aspects, they also add a bonus on its own. Basically, updating it with the fruit aspect gives it additional food. So here we go. Lesser fruit aspect gives plus 3 food. Another fruit aspect is going to give us plus 7 food. If there was at least 7 Natura, that would give us plus 7 food. But as it is, we're getting plus 5. Still, it's pretty good. And I can go ahead and throw that aspect on over here as well. To give this additional food. Plus 3 food, so there's 175. That means this village is going to accomplish my goal of getting to 175. I can put aspects on the blueberries without actually upgrading them. So really this game is about finding... wait a second. Anyway, this game is really about finding, placing down combinations. You put combinations all over the place. Like each spot has, you know, if you have a spot here and you put a spot next to it that has a symbiotic bonus. Like these 3 fishes. It's going to be 181 stuffs. If I place another apple tree over here next to the bunnies, throw down a fruit aspect, turn this into an apple tree, another fruit aspect. When the village expands in this direction, they will have an additional 24 food waiting for them. But I can do even better by throwing down another set of bunnies. Or set of chickens. Now currently they don't have any blueberries in range. But I'm not there to give these guys blueberries actually. Mainly I'm here to give this an additional food in Natura. Now that Natura is 6. I don't know what I could do about that. Anyway, village is still growing. 182. For each animal nest next to it. I think that being a blueberry is actually better. And we can't plant blueberries up here, unfortunately. Well, maybe we could. Let's squish down these mountains. Trying some crazy stuff here. Flatten that land. Oh, wow. No, don't do it. It's a freaking trap. I don't want you to settle. I'm going to go destroy this village. Raise it up in an earthquake. Apparently there's enough water. So does the size of the ocean make it possible for more rainwater to get inland? I wonder. I wonder how far this rainland extends now, because we have this massive ocean. This forest village is going to be the end of me. Are you guys greedy enough to go kill him? Deals reduced damage to villages. What's this? Wow. Just need to earthquake this thing. I want the chosen people. The chosen people only. There we go. Only the chosen people get to have a town. So the rest of these guys can just stop it. What's this here? I got an empty square with nothing on it? Well, in that case, let's put some domestic animals down. We'll throw some chickens right here. They'll spread out and have a nice food effect all over the place. Not realize I had a blank tile there. And there we go. It's a good chunk more food. So each achievement we get gives us a different kind of new source. That's what these are called. Like the actual plants are called sources. Crush you! Okay. Now hopefully these guys can continue to grow and expand. Pick up on the various resources that are in the area. What I could also do is, if I want more food. I just want them to grow on food and food alone. Just keep throwing mackerel in here. Because it's going to, with the range, it's going to have a lot of influence on the map. Over here. Some more mackerel when I get a chance. Yeah, see, they've expanded here and grabbed this orchard now. Gigantic schools of mackerel. I think I can place one more right there. And have it still be within the village borders. It's like the Alpha School. Yeah, it goes to 12 right there. So that's pretty good. Let that do its thing. For each animal nest, alright? Need another animal nest right here. Wow, this village is getting pretty intense. 243 243 prosperity total. All food. Put an animal down here. It's gonna make us, people want to do a forest settlement. No, actually, I'm good. I'm good. So in order for a new nomad to show up who wants to settle a village, this prosperity needs to continually be growing. And I've destroyed enough villages where it's going to take a long time for that to happen again. Thank God. So we want to throw down a blueberry within the animal range. So this food source is increased. Boop. Still growing pretty good. How much time do we have left in this thing? 3.5 minutes before we're done with this particular era. This 30-minute era of Reus. I'm going to make an apple tree right here. Actually, I'm going to make the apple tree right here. It'll be closer to the village that way. Boink. That gets 22 food just because it's right by the apple tree. This thing's only given 24 food for each animal nest. This one's getting 36 because there's 2 animal nests. But I wanted to make sure there's blueberry in range for this guy. Blueberry in range for that guy. Blueberry in range for that guy. Chickens. Also chickens. I wonder why this chicken's only got 4. Blueberries right there. Huh. Oh well. Oh, that might be reporting 8 because of this guy's. I see. Yeah, right. Chickens by default are 1 food. Free range chickens give +3 food for a total of 4. I get you. 259 is our current maximum score. I don't know if these guys are going to expand much more with the way things are set up or not. Control key switches modes on this display, but look at all this natura that we have. It's not really helping us a whole lot. We do have 10 off from this project. Villages total 50 health, 212 weapons. Total resources, 255 of 259 food in available and in use. Or in use and available. Food in use. Gathered by the amount of food in the borders. It's not really growing because the borders aren't expanding. Oh, the borders expanded just enough to pick up 8 more food. There we go. Yeah, I wonder how much food is required, or how much resources in general is required to expand the border. Just kind of curious about that. The giants are starting to lose their energy, which wraps up this set, or this epoch. And we'll see what we, at the end of this, what we unlock. I want to do occasional live streams like this where it's just sort of, you know, more free streams of consciousness. Hardly any editing, don't need to upload anything. I can just say, hey, these are previous live streams that I did. And we are out of time. In 17 seconds, the giants will go to sleep. It's like the ocean giant and the forest giant have already started dozing off. There goes the swamp giant and the mountain giant. And that is the end of this era. Hey, we got 5 achievements for our efforts. Achievement number 1, specialization. Finish an era with a completed upgraded project, which unlocked papaya. Papayas transmute from pineapples. The unripe papaya has been used by women as natural birth control. Eating excessive amounts of papaya can turn your skin orange. That's kind of funny. And we got a forest tribe with 100 village prosperity, which allows us to unlock deer. Deer are transmuted from rabbits. Deer shed and regrow their antlers every year, making it the fastest living tissue in the world. Deer are very territorial, and it is reported that deer rather starve than leave their territory. That's kind of interesting. Civilized. Well, we're positively civilized around here. Finish an era with a village which has 250 prosperity. And we unlocked date palm for our troubles. Transmuting from agave, the date palm has been called the tree of life because it is one of the few crops that grow in the desert. A date palm can produce up to 100 kilos of dates. Wow. We have the chosen people, which is a goal that we were after. Finish an era with only one village, which has 175 prosperity. And we unlocked the Javelina. Javelinas are transmuted from goats or armadillos. Javelinas do not have a gallbladder. Okay. They rub their scent onto each other to help identify herd animals. Their English is kind of bad. Little typo in here, guys. They rub their scent onto each other to help identifying herd members. Yeah, grammar issue. Agriculture. Finish an era with a village which has 150 prosperity using only animals and plants. That's kind of a cool achievement. Pear trees are unlocked, which transmute from apple trees. There are over 3,000 different kinds of pears. Pear tree wood is often used for furniture and kitchen utensils because the wood is tough and does not splinter or warp when it is brought into contact with water. Wow. Highly useful pear tree. And we'll go ahead and finish that epic. So we'll go into unlocks and see how we're doing here. Here are the developments that we've accomplished along the way so far. Here are the sources we now have available. Let's see, we have quite a few sources. We're working on others. Projects which our villages may or may not begin. These are the projects that we have available to us. So we'll go back. And that is going to be it, actually, for this live stream of Let's Play Reus. Reus is by Abby Games. They have another game out called Renowned Adventurer Society or Renowned Society or something like that. It's actually pretty fun. Maybe I'll do a live stream of that sometime and all that good stuff. But this has been Reus. I'll be doing more just stream of consciousness live streams like this on some of my days off so that I can release them just as they are. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. And if you're watching this live stream after it happened, then, you know, thanks for tuning in. Leave a like, leave a comment down below. Link to the game, link to the website, link to Abby Games is in the description and all that good stuff. So until next time, I'll say thanks for watching. Goodbye!